I think he attacks now, actually. I gotta go for it, keep going for a burn. There's no way I win. The only way I hope he maybe does win here, or if I can maybe win, is if he takes Rocky Helmet. I live! I live on 7! And he takes Rocky Helmet! He dies! I win! Holy shit! How did I win? How did I win? Wow, that was pure luck. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation H VGC. Snow is a really cool weather in the format right now because you have a really good fairy type and an also really good solid ice type that actually sets up the snow in Alolan Ninetales. You have Aurora Veil, which gives you Light Screen and Reflect combined into one move for a possibility up to like 5 to 8 turns, which is really cool. And you also have some other decent stuff under weather that actually work really well in snow. Some of the main ones being Frostmoth, Baxcalibur, and you also have another mon that's actually pretty good in snow with Slush Rush being CETITAN. Kind of more of a lower usage Snowmon, but we're going to try it out, and it's actually what this team's really built around, so kind of want to feature this team for you guys today with this CETITAN snow team, pretty much. The team by Koalas. We featured a few of their teams on the channel before, kind of a long time ago already, so once in a while they make some pretty good teams, and I have some really unique stuff that I kind of want to feature for you guys, so I'm going to kind of break this team down. We're going to hop some games. Not really too much crazy stuff here, more of standard builds. We're going to see how it goes. You got the main thing on this team, which is the Citrus Berry Belly Drumming CETITAN. In the snow, you have the Slush Rush. You have actually decent stats. You have a really solid HP stat. And you have decent passable attack stat. With a Belly Drum, you're doing a bunch of damage. The main problem is, though, trying to get the Belly Drum off and see if it actually procs. You do have the defense boost in the snow, which is pretty good, so that can maybe help you out. And you also have the Terra Water there as a defensive Terra to maybe help you with that. Plus Aurora Veil really helps. So if you can actually support this thing enough to get a Belly Drum up and under snow, it can actually probably sweep a team. That's what I'm going to try to do with this team for you guys. See how it goes. Got the Alolan Ninetales. This one actually does not have Light Clay, but you got the Helping Hand, Aurora Veil there. Really solid fairy type in the format too, one of your better fairies. I'd say like top 5 fairies in the format. Moonblast, Blizzard, just more of a standard set. You got Banded, Hisuian, Arcanine with the Terra Blast, Terra Grass. Kind of cool. Rocky Helmet, Sinistcha, more of a standard set. Throat Spray, Primarina, really standard set with Terra Grass. Kind of more unique of a Terra. I haven't really seen much Terra Grass, Primarina. A lot of people are just running Terra Water or Terra Fairy for extra damage. I've seen some Terra Steel as well to kind of dodge opposing fairy type moves. So, see how that actually does. And then you got the Corviknight on this team with also Terra Fairy with Roost and Tail. And more of like a bulky, supportive Tailwind setter for this team. Let's see how that actually does. Apart from that, let's hop in the game and see how this team does. Alright, we're here with a match. One has Dragonite, Annihilate. I think that's Tauros Fire version. Corviknight, Hisuian Samurott, and Electabuzz. I really want weather here, but like at the same time, I think it's going to be really difficult to try to pull off this match. It really is. I don't know, does he have his own weather? I don't think he does. I don't think he has his own weather on that team. I think Sinistcha looks really good here, though. Apart from Annihilate. I'm going to try to lead CETITAN Ninetales still, though. I think it's still really good, but like I just got to be really careful on what I do. It ain't bad into his team, I guess. The main threat for it is mainly like the Annihilate and the Tauros. I'm not really too scared of everything else on his team. And like, the Tauros kind of gets dealt with a few things on this team. Like, I think Primarina deals with both of those pretty well. So I'm going to bring Primarina here. What else do I want to bring? I think Sinistcha ain't bad here either. I think I'll bring Sinistcha on the back. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. As well as leaving a comment down below, really helps out the video and the YouTube algorithm. Really depends what he leads with here, because like Annihilate, he just leads with the 2 good things that he knows that are really good into my team. He's like, yeah, I'm not fucking around, I'm not gonna let this guy set up on me. So I can intimidate at turn 1, which really sucks too. I think this Annihilate could be like Scarf Final Gambit, looking at his team. It really could. So I think that's maybe what he wants to do here, just go for like Final Gambit. I could go Terra Water, but if he goes for like Final Gambit on me as well, I have 261 HP. I don't know if that actually one-shots me. I could go Terra Water here though, which ain't too bad. I really just want my Aurora Veil up though, that's the main thing. I'm gonna go for Protect here. And then I'm gonna try to get my Aurora Veil up. We'll see if he's Choice Scarf Annihilate. Otherwise, I should be able to outspeed both Mons and get a free Aurora Veil up on this turn. Oh, he's a Coaching Choice Scarf Annihilate. Okay. I mean, I have Terra Water for you though, bud. And like, now I'm behind a screen, so... Oh, it breaks... I forgot Raging Bull breaks screens. Oh, wow, I got outplayed. I never see Raging Bull. That's the problem. I don't really go against Tauros very much. I forgot that existed. If I knew that, I wouldn't have went for Light Screen. I would have just went for Blizzard. Or just completely switched out, actually. Or just tried to set up. He's Choice Scarf Annihilate, too, with, like, Coaching, so... I'm gonna go into Pre-Marina here. Pre-Marina looks really nice here. I don't know, is Raging Bull... I forgot how it actually works, though. Like, is that... Does he get locked into it? Because I think it's kind of similar to like, Thrash. Or like Outrage, I think, where you get locked into it for like a few turns. I don't know, I could Liquidation here. I really want a Belly Drum though. I'm gonna Belly Drum. I'm gonna Belly Drum and I'm gonna go Hyper Voice here. I can't believe they got outplayed turn 1. I know he's Choice Scarf Annihilate now though. He might just straight up switch here, and he does. I think Samurott might be coming in, or Electabuzz. That's fine, I'll get a bunch of damage on you. I don't know. Do I even live this? I don't even know if I live this with no screens. I have a defense boost, but like, I think I'm still dead. I still get one-shotted. So this Titan does nothing this match. Being that he has a -1 special defense drop here, though, I might actually be able to get a KO with Hyper Voice now. I do, so that's pretty nice. I'm glad I never went Terra Water. I don't think Terra Water, I think I probably wouldn't have ever lived there anyways. I think I still probably would have got killed. Only shitty thing now is, though, like, I have Sinistcha in the back, which does really nothing for me, especially when he has Annihilate. So it's either, it comes down to here, if I want to go Terra Grass, or go for, like, a Terra on the Sinistcha and maybe live a move. Like, I have Strength Sap, but that just procs his Defiance, so that does nothing for me at all. I have Terra Fairy, I guess. I don't know if Rage Powder does much. I think he just goes for, like, Electro Web here, if I'm guessing. I think I'm kind of forced to go for Terra Fairy, though, otherwise I get hit by a Rage Fist, or... I don't think he can't close combat me, but Rage Fist will definitely hurt. I'm gonna go for Rage Powder here, and I'm just gonna Hyper Voice again. I think that's my only play to really do. Withdraw. Again. Just to bait out a Terra. Into the Corviknight to bait a Terra. Wow, what a play. My opponent's making some crazy plays. I don't know if he planned me going for Terra Fairy here, but if that was the case and that was planned, that was a crazy play. Rage Powder does nothing for me here either now, because I think he just goes for Electro Web. Oh, Taunt! Well, that's no good. That's better than going for damage here, though, so I'd rather get free damage and be taunted. That's fine. That still does nothing to him, though. That still does nothing to the Electabuzz. You can kind of just go for, like, whatever he wants here. I can go for Machigacha and try to go for Burns. I just gotta go for Hyper Voice. The Electro Web. I was just gonna try to lower my stats. I need a burn. I need a burn on something here on the Corviknight. He's gonna try to set up on me. He's gonna try to set up bulk up on me so he can just one-shot the Sinisha in one hit without having to take Rocky Helmet. Can I get a burn, please? I need a burn right now. Like an absolute like clutch burn right now. Oh, well, I didn't need it on the Electabuzz. I got the burn though. I'll give that. I got the burn. I didn't really want it on the Electabuzz because that doesn't really help me at all. It's dead on this turn. It kind of depends what he wants to go for here, too. I think he can kind of just win the game if he goes for, like, Final Gambit onto the Primarina, because I think he just wins that 1v1, especially if he has Roost. What I kind of want to do is just go for Machigacha, but, like, at the same time, I'm not doing any damage. So I think he just wins here no matter what. I gotta go for Hyper Voice, otherwise I just do nothing. I'm taunted, unfortunately. If I wasn't taunted, I'd go for Life Dew or, like, Strength Sap or something else, but I'm taunted, so I can't do shit. I just lose here. The only way I have a chance of winning right here is if I can get a burn on the Corviknight. I need a burn right here. Or I need to do enough damage to where like the recoil plus the possible burn, he just keeps setting up on me. Yeah, there's no way I win. I need a burn right now. Right on cue, please. I need a burn to win. To have a chance to win, please. No burn. If he has Iron Head, I think he just wins. I gotta try to go for Machigacha again, though. I think I'm still taunted. I don't know if I am or not, but I still gotta go for this. Try to fish for a burn. He's gonna keep setting up on me. I don't know why he's trying to sit up so much. I think an Iron Head probably just kills me from this range. He's just risking a burn, just keeping on setting up, which is fine. Good for me, because he just gives me more chance to burn him. No burn. Does he have Roost? Oh, he has to have Roost. I think he attacks now, actually. I gotta go for it, keep going for a burn. There's no way I win. The only way I hope he maybe does win here, or if I can maybe win, is if he takes Rocky Helmet. I live! I live on 7! And he takes Rocky Helmet. He dies. I win. Holy shit. How did I win? How did I win? Wow, that was pure luck. I don't know how I lived. Somebody's going to have to run that calc. A +3 Corviknight versus the set on this Sinisha. If you guys want this set, it should be in the paste down below. I forgot to mention that at the start of the video, but paste should be down below for this team if you guys want to go check that out and run the calc. Wow, that's crazy. I shouldn't have won. That was just pure luck. I think he might have got a low roll there. He's like, oh shit. Yeah, I bet he's pissed. I bet my opponent is absolutely fucking pissed because he did not deserve to lose that. That was just a pure luck win. Wow. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, here's another match. We're going against a half-sun hybrid team. Like one is Mousehold, Frigoraph, Garchomp, Torkoal, Murkrow, Charizard. So what do I want to do here? I really want to fuck around with his weather. That's the one thing I need to kind of do here to maybe have a chance to win. I'm not going to lead Ninetales. I'm going to bring CETITAN. Terra Water CETITAN ain't too bad into his team. It's good into Garchomp, and like, it ain't too bad into some of the other stuff on his team. Murkrow can probably get one-shotted by something. I think this Arcanine's Intimidate. It's Intimidate, so I want to lead Arcanine here. I'm going to bring the Ninetales in the back. In case he wants to lead Torkoal, I can switch the weather right away. Or if I want the CETITAN to try to outspeed the Garchomp on the first turn, could be really good too. What else do I want to bring here? Corviknight ain't bad. I think I bring Primarina though. Just overall, way better into his team. It just really depends on what he brings, because Mousehold is pretty good into my team because it outspeeds everything. Like, if it's like a offensive population bomb mousehold, it could have put in a shit ton of work. Especially if he gets Tailwind going. Okay, this ain't too bad. This ain't too bad right now. Easy choice Scarf Charizard, though. That's the main thing. I think I'm forced to go Terra Water, unfortunately. I'm going to go Terra Water, and I'm going to Belly Drum on this turn. And then I'm going to switch the Arcanine out into the Ninetales. I'm probably going to catch a Fire Blast or a Heat Wave to the face. But if I can get fully set up here, that'd be great. He might also switch his own Charizard out, because he might think I'm going to be able to outspeed him if he's not Choice Scarfed. He might think I'm Scarf Arcanine. Fortunately, the Intimidate here doesn't really do much. I also reduce damage too, so he actually just withdraws Torkoal, so that's nice. He actually predicts the Ninetales coming in. Okay, so he wants to get his manual Tailwind and Sun Up. It's fine, I guess. I mean, as long as I can live something here, because he doesn't have any Sun Boost and no Solar Power active, so I should be able to at least take whatever he throws at me. I think he just goes for Tailwind, though. Or either he just gets the Sun on his side again. He ain't messing around. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to predict the Ninetales to come in, and I'm just going to one-shot that fucker with an Overheat. That was exactly his mindset right there. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to one-shot that fucker. I'm not dealing with weather in this match. I think he just goes for, like, Tailwind here, though. If he goes for, like, Sunny Day, though, like, there's a chance I can maybe still outspeed him. If he's not Scarf, that is. We'll see if he's Scarfed or not. He might just switch Charizard out and go right into Torkoal here. I'm going to Ice Spinner onto the Murkrow, and then I'm just going to go for Rock Slide on this turn. There comes Torkoal coming back in. Get his Sun Up. So he's going to get his Sun Up plus his Tailwind in the same turn. He's hoping the Charizard can kind of pull the game back for him. I think that's what he's going to kind of play for, and I'm assuming his last mon's probably Garchomp. Yeah, or Mousehold. That actually almost just one-shots him. He lives on an invisible Focus Sash. See what his last mon is, if it's Garchomp. If it's Garchomp, that's kind of a problem. But, like, he can't really go for Earthquake, otherwise he's killed his own mon. Moby Tree. The Moby Dick. That's what that means. The Moby Dick. Oh, shit. I mean, what do you do to me, though? Like, I just go for Ice Spinner. I don't know, is he gonna go Terra on this turn, though? He could also go Terra. Like, Terra Water. But I'm gonna have +6. I gotta switch out the into Pre-Marina here, though. I don't want to catch a Stomping Tantrum. I need the Arcanine to win the game. That's one of my win cons, especially versus Charizard, because I don't think the Charizard can one-shot me with anything. Unless he's Terra Ground, Terra Blast. Just the Terra Water. Part of me kind of wishes I went after Torkoal, depending on what this is. Terra Ground. Okay. He's just gonna Earthquake and try to kill the entire field, okay? Oh, he gets rid of this Titan, though, which kind of sucks. I don't know. I think he actually just wins now, because he has Tailwind. Him having Tailwind, I think, allows him to just win the game. Even with an Intimidate though, he's Life Orb, so I don't know if it actually does much. He has 2 turns of Tailwind. I don't think there's any way I even do anything here. Like, I can go for E-Speed to try to get a crit on the Charizard or something here, but like, I don't think there's any way I really do much. And like, my damage is also reduced in the Sun with Hyper Voice, so I'm not going to really be doing that much damage. I mean, I'm kind of forced to E-Speed here, ain't I? Just outspeeds me, goes for Earthquake. I can't Terra either. I think I'm fucked. I think I'm fucked. I don't think there's any way I win now, actually. I mean, I can Energy Ball. Maybe that'll do more in this. If I happen to somehow live, which I don't think I will. Even with an Intimidate, like, I think I'm still dead. Yeah. That sucks. It seems really weak to weather. Another opposing weather teams. There's also a lot of rain teams. I've been really struggling with it with this team. It's weak to sun, especially if they have like manual weather setters, because you don't actually have like a manual weather setter on this team. The only thing you have is the Ninetales, and if they're able to really play around the Ninetales like my opponent did there, just fucking predicting me to switch out into it and just one-shotting me with Overheat, and like that's kind of how it goes usually. If they can play around the Ninetales really well, or like just keep it on low health to where it's not really able to do much, then it just doesn't really, like, they're kind of just able to run through you. I have that problem with like a few other rain teams already as well. This team kind of struggles versus rain teams because you can't keep your weather up constantly. Like, a lot of the teams either have double weather setter, they have some way to set up rain, or like they have Pelipper constantly switching out and in with the U-turn and that type of thing, or like Politoed. So it's kind of difficult to actually play into those type of teams. I'll see you guys in another match. Here is another match. My opponent has Scissor, Sinistcha, Hisuian Arcanine, Greninja, Hisuian Zoroark, and Hisuian Goodra. So I bring here. I think Ninetales is really good, but he also has Scissor on his team, which is kind of scary. I think what I do here is I lead Ninetales and I bring Sinistcha on the back. That way I can just switch right out into it if he brings that. I don't know, Corviknight ain't bad here either. I just need something for, like, if he tries to set up on me, that's the main thing. I have Tailwind and Iron Head, but like that doesn't really do much to the Goodra. I don't really have much on this team for Goodra, actually. It's kind of an issue. I mean, I have Flare Blitz. I think I'm kind of forced to bring Arcanine just mainly for the Goodra, unfortunately. I need something for Goodra, otherwise it just destroys me. Either I gotta try to set up with the CETITAN and hopefully he doesn't bring it, or if he does, then I have to try to find a way to break through it before he sets up on me. This has to be like the worst lead ever. Worst lead ever. He was prepared for this. He predicted what I brought. I just don't want to go Terra either on the first turn. I really don't. I think I'm kind of forced to, though. I'm going to Terra Water and I'm going to Belly Drum. I'm going to go YOLO. Terra Water, Belly Drum, YOLO. And then I'm going to go into my own Arcanine to get the Intimidate off. He crits me with Bitter Malice because it's not the Scissor, it's the Zoroark. Wow. Wow. I think a crit there, with no crit, I would have easily lived. Easily. Well, the guy fucking crits me turn 1. Wastes my Terra, and I don't even pop my Citrus. Wow, that is the worst crit ever. Couldn't have asked for a worse crit. Well, I know you're not the Scissor now, that's for sure. I mean, I guess the Zoroark shit worked out for him, but that was just pure luck. Otherwise, he would have got fucking one-shot into Oblivion on the next turn. I'm going for Aurora Veil now, though. Can't stop me. And I'm gonna go for Rock Slide. He's actually choice Scarfed. He's actually choice Scarfed, I think. Actually, I think Zoroark is just 1 point faster. I missed the Arcanine, the one thing I want to hit. Oh, he dodged. Oh, I dodged. That was me that dodged. Never mind. That was good for me, I guess. A little bit of payback for the crit. Still doesn't make up for it much, though. Part of me wants to just switch out into Sinistcha, but I'm gonna get hit with an incoming Bitter Malice, so I don't know if that really matters. I'm gonna go for Blizzard here. He has Scissor in the back, so I really want to keep the Arcanine around just for the Scissor. I really do. I don't know, do I take a Bitter Malice here, though? I mean, I could also just switch the Ninetales out here and actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do on this turn. I'm gonna switch the Ninetales out. I'm going to switch the Ninetales into Sinistcha so I get the free boost on the way into my health. And then I'm just going to go for Rock Slide again. Protect, that's fine. The Bitter Malice again onto the Sinistcha, and he one-shots me on the way in with another crit. Wow, is this guy fucking crazy with the crits. You could not ask for more luck. You could not. There's no way that one-shots me. It's a really bulky Sinistcha build. That is 2 crits in a row that the guy got turn 1 and turn like 3 of the match that one-shot him on. That is really good into my points team. And he has Greninja in the back, too. Uh-oh. Well, that's no good. I don't know how I win now. I mean, I can try to go for Moonblast, but I don't outspeed. I do not outspeed him at all. He probably just goes like water if he's Protein on this turn, though. I'm forced to Blizzard here. I'm forced to Blizzard and I got a Rock Slide again. I don't have anything to deal with the Arcanine now. Just gonna switch it out into Scissor. He knows that he wins now. There's no way that I win. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go right into Scissor. I'm gonna go right into it. There's the Water Shuriken. If he gets 2 hits, I can maybe live. Maybe live 3. Nope. That's unfortunate. My opponent's guy has all the luck. This is one of those matches, like the prime examples of where you're like set up to win, you make all the correct plays, and you just get absolutely fucked by the crits. I get the freeze, that does not matter. Bullet Punch fucking one-shots me, that does not matter at all. And like I have nothing for Scissor, like what do I do with Scissor on this turn? At all, like I don't do anything. So like I still lose here, I had to surrender. There's no way I win. Fuck you. Fuck you for the fucking lucky crits. That is the only way he won the match, was the 2 lucky crits. The Bitter Malice with the Sinistcha being sent in on that turn gets the one-shot with the crit, which does not one-shot me at all. And the fucking CETITAN with the crit there, because there is no way that one-shots me without a crit. Plus Zoroark's really weak. Unless he was Choice Specs Zoroark, which I don't think he was, there's no way that one-shots me. Zoroark's actually really weak. Unless you're using like Hyper Voice or Shadow Ball for max damage, Bitter Malice, I think it's only like 70 power. It does not do that much. You just use it mainly for the attack drop. So, that sucks. Let's talk a little about this team. After getting absolutely fucking wrecked by pure RNG again. That's fun. Alright, as for this team, it's actually a pretty decent team. I don't think there's like one of your like crazy, super great, like incredibly good teams. I think it's just more average at best. The main thing I was actually really facing with this team that really shut it down and kind of made it irrelevant most of the time was like opposing weather and like trying to set up this CETITAN. If you can't set up the CETITAN, its damage numbers just really aren't the greatest. You really need to get this thing like a belly drum boost, or like at least, the very least, like a helping hand boost to actually have it do solid damage. Its stats just really aren't good enough, especially if you're going against stuff like Intimidate from like Gyarados or like Incineroar or like other Intimidate mons. If you go down to -1 attack, like you're doing like nothing for damage. That's the main problem. It's pretty difficult to get set up to because your opponents kind of know what it really does. They know you're going to bring the Ninetales to try to set up the Veil and all that type of stuff, and if they really don't let you try to set up, you either just take way too much damage and your Citrus Berry procs, but you don't get much health back anyways, or you just get outspit on the following turn anyways. So another thing is the weather. I don't know, I went against a few sun, or like I think it was a sun team and like 2 rain teams, and I got absolutely fucking wrecked by both of them. The main thing with the sun teams is like they all have like ways to manually proc their weather. That's kind of the main thing, and especially if they have Tailwind, they outspeed everything on this team. So like I went against a Tailwind Pelipper team and I got fucking wrecked, especially because they were able to play around the Ninetales and all that type of stuff pretty well. I didn't really have much for Basket Legion. I got wrecked by Arclodon. This team's really weak to Arclodon. Funny enough, really weak to Arclodon. You have nothing for that thing at all. Really, really weak to Arclodon. I cannot stress how weak you are to Arclodon. So if you guys are going against rain teams, good luck, because I think you just instantly lose if they have Arclodon. It's kind of almost impossible to play around, it really is. So you really do not have much for it at all, unless you get like to +6 with CETITAN, or you happen to like get a bunch of crazy stat drops with like Moonblast or something, and you can live more than one Flash Cannon in some realm. But another thing too is the Sun teams, because they always just have an extra way to set up Sun. They're usually running Tailwind, and they usually run like Murkrow or like Torkoal with like another manual Sunsetter like Sableye or Whimsicott or something to set up Sun. That's kind of the main problem I ran into as well. Charizard kind of wrecks his team under Tailwind. There's a few other things I went against. I think there was a Garchomp team with like Sun paired along with Sun that it just fucking wrecked me. So I went against the Hisuian Typhlosion team as well. It wasn't like a full-on Sun team, but they had like, I think it was Hisuian Typhlosion alongside Murkrow, which is really difficult to deal with. It happened not to be Choice Scarfed Typhlosion, so I was able to kind of play around it a little bit with the Arcanine and kind of still stay in that match and end up winning towards the end, kind of just barely, but that was another match I almost probably lost, mainly because of weather. So the good thing that match though is I never really like actually brought this Titan. I just ended up bringing the Ninetales by itself, which worked a little bit better for me. So I don't know, kind of a hit or miss team. Like if you have a decent matchup, like it and you can actually get it set up, it puts in a bunch of work, but it is really difficult to get this Titan set up. And I just don't think it's strong enough to really warrant running on like a snow team. I think if you want like a snow sweeper right now, that's pretty, I wouldn't say fast, but like good under snow. You either run like Quiver Dance Frostmoth with Ice Scales, or you run Baxcalibur with like Dragon Dance or Swords Dance or some shit. That's what you run. I don't think there's really any reason to use the Titan at all. Unfortunately, it just gets outclassed by so many other things under snow. It really does. I think actually even like a Lowland Sand Slash would actually be kind of better because you have the extra Steel typing. And the extra Steel typing is actually pretty good in the format currently, because there's a lot of Fairy types running around that you don't have to really worry about resisting your Ice or Water type moves like Titan currently has to worry about. So Pre-Marine is really common, but like you can actually hit that for decent damage with like Iron Head and a few other things. It gets a little bit better coverage. I'd argue maybe even like a Alolan Sand Slash is even a little bit better with its typing offensively. Not defensively at all, but at least offensively. It gets a little bit different coverage. I don't know. Even then, I don't think it's that good, but whatever. Decent team, average team. I don't know what I would really change on this team. I think the only main things I would really change, I think there's just too many Fairy Terras on here. I would change the Terra on the Corviknight to something else. I don't think that it really needs a Fairy Terra at all. I think that's a little bit redundant, especially when you have a Fairy type and another Fairy Terra and the Sinistcha on this team already. I change that to something else, like Terra Fire, Terra something else. I'm not sure what you'd really change it to, but I don't know. But apart from that, that's the only thing I'd really change. Apart from that, it's kind of an average team. If you guys want to use it, Pace should be down below, Rental up in the corner. Hopefully you guys do better than I did. I also got a few matches where I just got really unlucky. I had a lot of bad luck with this team as well. Non-stop getting critted. You guys probably saw that last match. I got fucking critted into oblivion. Lost the match pretty much because of 2 crits. Because of a fucking Hisuian Zoroark. I also ran those calcs. If he was not Specs, which I don't think he was, at least it didn't look like he was. Even with Specs, there was a chance I would live there, so... It depends on his build, but assuming, like, looking at his team, he probably wasn't, like, fully offensive Zoroark. But even, like, your fully offensive Zoroarks, I 100% live a Bitter Malice with the Sinistcha at least once. So like, that crit for sure mattered there. Same with the CETITAN, that crit 100% mattered, that I would have lived. On Barely, I would have barely lived on, like, a little small amounts of health. But I would have got my Citrus Berry proc, and I would still be able to outspeed on the next turn and one-shot something. So... I know those crits 100% after running calcs look like they did matter, at least from what I've ran, so... Kinda sucks. There was also a few other games where I had some really bad luck, but... Don't know what you can really do. Can't really do much if you're making all the plays, but the game just fucks you over. You can't really do much. You'd have to sit there and take it and either surrender or just deal with it, I guess. Apart from that, I'm Agati. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Thanks for watching.